Governor Andy Beshear is defending his decision to cut Kentucky's gas tax by 10 cents. During Tuesday's interim joint committee on transportation, Republican lawmakers blasted Beshear, calling the move, quote, irresponsible and, quote, political. During that meeting, the Kentucky Association of Highway Contractors said the gas tax saves the average driver $5 a month. But opponents say the cut removes millions from the state's road fund for repairs and improvements.
We're not getting the funds we need now. We don't need another $27 million a month cut from it. For what? Really and truly, for what? Something that feels good? It sounds good? It's a press release? You know what? Our responsibility is to be leaders and make hard decisions. And this is not leadership. This is pandering.
This is a time when our families' budgets are suffering, and we have a budget. Would we rather alleviate our families' suffering in their budget a little bit and absorb some of it in ours, or not? I've said yes, we'll put our families first. Those legislators have said no.
The gas tax cut expires on June 10th. The governor's office says that so far, no local officials have asked the governor to extend the cut. All right, well, let's get right into it, folks. Let's start with the gas tax. Amanda, the move will save Kentuckians money, said about $5 a month. Why do you think the legislature is taking such umbrage with this?
I think because we funded the road plan at exactly 100%. So the $27 million a month that will go with the reduction of the road plan means that some of those projects and initiatives won't be funded. And I'm all for saving Kentuckians $5 a month until you hit that pothole and now you're buying new tires. And that is going to have a significant impact on some families, especially the roads being done. You know, not to mention a third of all drivers coming from Tennessee and Ohioans are going to be driving. That's $8 million a month that they won't be contributing to the same roads that we're driving on. And I'm for Kentucky families, maybe just not the ones outside.
All right, well, Senator Thomas, to your point, the point was also made this week that, you know, we have a large influx of, especially in the summer, of tourists with our interstate system coming from other states and paying for that gas tax at the pump. Do you think that the reduction of the gas tax makes us more attractive for travel, or do you think that it's putting a burden on our roads?
What about making it more palatable to Kentucky citizens? I mean, Abby, just let me see where we are. We've seen housing costs go up, rental costs go up about what, 15% in the last year? We've seen food costs go up, what, Abby, about 10% over the last year. We've seen medical costs skyrocket. You know, we've seen over the last year and a half, our costs just climb up significantly, imposing a real burden on Kentucky families. Someone's got to think about Kentucky families first. Governor Beshear is absolutely right, because no one else seems to be thinking about it. The people in Washington don't seem to be thinking about it. And so I think what Governor Beshear is doing is the right thing to do. He didn't say it was permanent, Abby. Let's be fair. He said it was temporary. But somebody's got to think about, hey, we got to cut costs for people rather than making their food and their housing and their medical care go up and up and up. Affordability, Abby, is very important to our Kentucky citizens. And so, yes, I applaud Governor Beshear's actions.
And I applaud the General Assembly has gone down in the income tax down to 3.5%, putting billions of dollars back into Kentucky families so that they can do some of those things. And inflation is tough right now. No question, costs have gone up, just like the road fund in terms of buying concrete and the infrastructure for roads and bridges have all gone up. And that $155 million that Fayette County got, from the road plan will have a significant impact if we can't put those dollars to work.
And you know what, Amanda, who else would agree with you about the income tax? Governor Beshear would agree with you. He signed that income tax cut as well. So he agrees with you on that.
Well, we'll leave that one at this point, but let's talk about that $5 at the pump. So that's roughly, what, $60 a year. How much are legislators saving in the reduction of the income tax? Or how much are individuals saving with the reduction of the income tax?
Well, it depends on how much you make, since it's based on your income. So obviously that varies from taxpayer to taxpayer. But I would say from a family perspective, we've definitely seen the sales tax go up. So people are spending more money in the sales tax, or we wouldn't have the revenue that we have that coming in. And I definitely feel make it hard for Kentucky families. No question that the dollar isn't going as far as we would like it to. But I would argue that the road fund is a direct proportion to those who pay for it. So that if you're driving a car on a road, then you're paying for the road. And if we're not, I mean, the biggest complaint I got on city council, not to mention from other counties, is please give us more pavement money. And we're trying to do that. And I just hope it's a balance the tension we have to balance moving forward, but I hope we keep both in mind.
Again, Abby, let me answer your question. Your question was, how much are Kentucky families saving on the income tax? The median income of Kentucky families today is $47,400. That's the median income. If you're a family of four, husband, wife, 2 children, and you're making the median income, Abby, then with all the deductions and benefits and credits you get, then this income tax at 3.5% saves you nothing. Saves you nothing, Abby. Okay? Ask any accountant about that. But, you know, if you're a multi-million-dollar person out there and you have this 3.5% income tax, then you're saving over $10,000, maybe more than that, depending upon your income. So this income tax is certainly benefiting those who are wealthy, but does nothing to the people who are earning the median income here in Kentucky. Those are facts.
All right, we're going to give you a quick 10-second rebuttal before we close out this segment.
I think the General Assembly is doing plenty to support Kentucky families.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there, folks.